Good evening. We're about to embark on a night of VIP treatment at Sala Scala for the Orígens Show. This is the biggest and best show in Gran Canaria. So if you're coming, is it worth it? Well, it's not cheap, but it's meant to be spectacular. So much so, Will Smith was here, and I think we've got his seats. Right, you ready for this?
Let's go.
Right, let's go for a night of exquisite food, entertainment, and VIP seating. Come on. We were excited and apprehensive to see what this show was all about. We had VIP seating, so we arrived a little bit later than normal, but you are told to get here early. You can see there's people queuing, and I'm going to tell you why. So this is a lovely area right outside. The bar is open, so you can come and get a drink, sort of pre-show drinks. But the way the allocation of the seating works is sort of on a first come, first served basis. So if you booked sort of normal seats or a normal table, well, they allocate as you arrive. So if you get here earlier than you're first in the queue, chances are you're going to get a better seat. Now, why are we VIP? Now, we came here literally a couple of weeks ago, and due to circumstances beyond the control of the show, it was cancelled, and we were devastated because we flew over literally to see the show. We booked premium seats for that show, but because it was cancelled, I wrote an email and said, you know, I was hoping to come out and, you know, showcase the show and let people know what it's like. Well, they offered me a full refund, and they said, come back whenever you can and we'll upgrade you to VIP, and we want you to experience the show and show you lot back home just how amazing it is. So that's why we're here. VIP this evening. I cannot wait. Well, we went through the VIP entrance, which meant that we didn't have to wait in line, and we were escorted down to Sala Scala. The staff all really happy, and from the minute you get inside, it just screams luxury. With the costumes on display, well, I was thinking this could actually be a fantastic evening. You know, Mr. TravelON, I'm not used to this bougie VIP luxury, am I? But I'll tell you what, I could certainly get used to it. From the minute we entered the venue, I was pretty blown away. I didn't even think a venue like this existed in the Canary Islands. Look at it. Well, we made our way to our VIP seating. Now, those at the front, I think, could be premium, but with VIP, you're a little bit higher, so you do get a better view of the stage. Stand by for this. Wow, look at this. Mrs. TravelON's excited. Well, we've only just sat down in these amazing VIP sort of booth style seats, literally front row. There are a couple of tables that are also very close to the stage, and I think if you're on sort of the standard, I think it's a standard premium would be the tables right by the front. But it seems to me all the tables around pretty much have a really good view of the stage, and we've already been served a little appetizer. I don't even think this is the starter. Well, drinks have been ordered. Drinks are not included in this, but when you do book, you can upgrade to like a drinks package. And the menu is as follows. Well, this is an appetizer. This is a mimetic tomato from Aldea with a guacamole and almond sauce. Very posh. For starter, you've got salmorejo style Canarian chicken tacos. And main course is a beef loin in its juice with truffle potatoes, cream and aged cheese. And then dessert, we've got a banana, mango and coconut volcano. These two are having the kids menu, which is chicken and lasagna, and then a brownie for dessert. So we are going to get dining in VIP style tonight. Right, so if you've got dietary requirements as well, like Alfie, Mrs. TravelON has sorted this out. They made Alfie a nice sort of pizza bread with a vegan cheese and a little salad instead of the appetizer here. So they really do sort of cater for everybody. Drinks have been served. Of course, I've gone for the finest posh water. Mrs. TravelON has gone for half a bottle of wine. There she is. Jack's on the Ariucas and Coke. Nice.
They poured a lot in,
which apparently is very strong. There's the appetizer. Let's get stuck in. Fresh bread as well with the mozzarella. I think we are in for an absolute treat tonight. Mozzarella cheese, tomatoes and a guacamole. Absolutely divine. Before the show started, I went for a little wander and I found some more seating upstairs. So if you choose to sit upstairs, well, you get a bird's eye view. There we are, down there. Everywhere you sit has got a good view and everything is luxurious, including the toilet. Yes, indeed, look at this. Well, that's enough of me bougieing it up. Let's get back and let's get started. Well, here on the menu, the drinks menu, drinks are not cheap, however, look at the venue. Half a bottle of wine was €15, but like I said, when you book you can order like a drinks package which will save you some money. As you know, I only drink water and Diet Coke, so I'm rocking and rolling. €3.50 for a bottle of water. I mean, when you're sat in the surroundings like this, you pay the extra, don't you? That's what it's all about. But things like your Jack Daniels, €11, Jameson's, €11. So just to give you an idea of the prices, but it also tells you all about the show as well. So it sort of goes in courses. You've got the appetizer, which we've just had. Then we've got the first act, which is fire, water, air and earth. Then we've got the entrees, the starters, and then we've got warriors and goddesses on the second act. Then we've got the main course, and then you've got Canarians, Castilians and pirates. Because this show is all about the Canary Islands. So it's called Orígens, and it shows you the origins of the Canary Islands. So it's such a good show, and it's one of those ones that everybody's quite proud of as well. Hence why I really, really wanted to see it. After dessert, you've got hits from the 80s. With some modern drag queens. There you go, right up Mr. TravelON Street, that, isn't it? But at least it shows you what to expect. I am looking forward to it. Mrs. TravelON, element as per usual. As the stage illuminated and this cheeky chappie got the crowd going, well, we didn't know what to expect. But then the lights dimmed and it really, really started to get exciting. With the special effects, we were blown away from the minute the show started. The huge giant video screens, the music and the special effects just gave this show the wow factor, but it was the talent that made it. You really did feel part of the show, and what an opening to what was just an incredible night. Stand by for some incredible talent, some fantastic singing, dancing, acrobatics, you name it. This show really did have everything. When the smoking drinks were served, well, that just topped the opening of this show off. I mean, everything just went hand in hand. The performers on the stage, the smoking drinks, the staff, the crew, all getting you ready for the night ahead. The opening act didn't just blow us away, it set the scene for the whole evening ahead, and the vocals on some of these singers was just incredible. The dancing, the choreography, the costumes, the special effects, the lights, the sound, the videos, what is not to be wowed about? There was also some remarkable acrobatics as well. This show is going to be fantastic, so stay tuned. Well, I am absolutely blown away. That was Act 1. Just phenomenal. We had the bubbly drinks served as well. I'm not sure if they're alcoholic. Mrs. TravelON is telling me they're definitely not. And the starters have arrived. So that was the appetizers and Act 1. If that was Act 1, I don't know what the rest is going to be like. But this is Salmonero style Canary chicken taco. Let's give it a little go. Tell you what, the food is just as good as the show. Mrs. TravelON is tucking in and she's blown away with the show. Jack's got a lasagna. And Alfie has also got a taco as well. There he is. Did you like the show? I'm surprised, are you? As everybody excitedly settled in for Act 2, this cheeky chap came back out to keep everybody entertained. And to be honest, he kept the whole show together with a little bit of comedy and just telling the story of what's to come. Well, Act 2 certainly didn't let us down, kicking off with acrobatics. Something for you ladies as well, with a big battle, and look at the screens behind, how they change with every act and every aspect of the show. It really is fully immersive. You might hear me say this a few times, but the talent was out of this world. And having lived in the Canary Islands for 20 years, well, there's not many resources available or people, but they have certainly got some of the best singers and the best dancers, acrobats here with the Orígens Show. It was just breathtaking. The show continued with even more special effects, moving stages, video screen stories. Honestly, it was one of the biggest and boldest things I've seen in the Canary Islands for a very, very long time. More singers with vocals that were just out of this world. And honestly, Act 2 started to get a little bit raunchy. Now, they do an adults only version of this show in the winter. So this was a little sample of what's to come. However, before Act 2, the staff and crew did come round and asked anybody with children, and to be honest, there weren't many children in the audience, if the kids wanted to come with them for a while Act 2 kicked off. For us as a family, we found it perfectly acceptable. But that said, Act 2 again blew us away. We were in awe of this whole evening so far, and it only got better. Well, Act 2 was a little bit of blue for the dads, indeed. A little bit provocative. They said to Mrs. TravelON, how old's Alfie? And does he want to come and do a dance? Mrs. TravelON said no. So Alfie sat through the whole of Act 2, and I'll tell you what, let's see what he thought. What did you think?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I gotta say, I totally agree with him. Wow. Right, so the main is arrived. Look at this. Look at the presentation of this. We've got the beef in the sauce with a little mash, little thing here. Honestly, with that stage, with all the effects and the lights and the screens and the talent, it's just amazing. And the organisation, well, you just couldn't fault it. Everybody's so friendly. Beautiful. Thank you so much. See, constantly coming round, asking if everything's all right. That has literally just broken apart. Oh my days, look at that. That is gorgeous. It comes with a sort of mushroom sauce, and I don't know what this is. I can only describe it as some kind of like dumpling, if you like. Well, that is going to go down an absolute treat. If you've got kids with you, look, simple chicken and chips. Keeps everybody happy, doesn't it? Right, we're going to get the mains down us, and then it's Act 3, then dessert, then Act 4, and wow, everybody here is blown away. I'm really, really surprised. I didn't think it was going to be this good, to be fair. See you in Act 3. What I really liked about this was the whole evening was broken up by courses and acts, and each act, well, I think the special effects just started to get better and better. This Act 3 was all about the Canary Islands, and this is why they're called Orígens and why they're so proud to show off the Canary Islands. So if you are visiting, I definitely think you need to come and see this show. The whole of Act 3 was full of entertainment, dancing, singing, and to be honest, it was a little bit like a musical. So you've got a little bit of everything within this show. I mean, I don't need to say it again because you can see for yourself the level of talent within this show at Orígens. It is just out of this world. But the acrobats, well, that just blew me away. There's so many things going on, and with the screens, you literally don't know where to look. The only way I can describe it is it's like a concert, it's like a musical, it's like a performance, it's like a show, and it's also like a circus. There is literally something for everybody. This was a really good story about the history of the Canary Islands, and everybody absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to see what else they've got in store for us. Well, Act 3 was just as good as Act 1. Not as good as Act 2, but it's dessert time now. And we've got a banana, mango and cocoa volcano look. And throughout the show, they've been talking about the treasure. And even on the dessert look, this is a treasure that they just found. So it's a whole story in Act 3 of how the pirates invaded the Canary Islands and everything. And this was a treasure. Wow. If I found that, I'd be dead happy. Like a chocolate, white chocolate. Gorgeous. So let's get stuck in. Wow. To this dessert. Look at that. Look at the inside of that. Certainly something I should not be eating. But absolutely to die for. The food has blown me away. The show has blown me away. I'm looking forward to the final act. 80s drag show. Stand by, Mr. TravelON. I hope they don't get me on stage, I'll tell you that now. Before the final act of the show, the fun really begins, where everybody's clapping. Mrs. TravelON absolutely loving every minute of this. And if you are celebrating anything on the night you go to Orígens, make sure to tell them, because this legend will come round, the video screens come on, and they really do make a fuss of you for your birthday or celebration. Such a good atmosphere. This is the adults only show that they're advertising ready for winter 2025. It's actually on now in October. Maybe I'll come without Mrs. TravelON. But Act 3 starts, as it says, as a retro show. The music takes you back to the 80s, and look at these acrobats. It's incredible. Some of the things that they can do, yes, on roller skates. The crowd absolutely loved the finale. Not only was it breathtaking and very, very wow. Well, when the singers, the dancers and the cabaret crew came on, it was very Las Vegas as well. You can really see the passion and how proud all the performers are of this show, and what an amount of work they have put in to make it so special. And they really do deserve all the applause they got. As promised, the evening ended with a modern day drag show, and look at the costumes. Everything in this show was just wow. Absolutely breathtaking. I've said it once, I'll say it again. The talent, the special effects, the venue, the food is just perfect. It really does make this one of, if not the best show I've ever been to. It was that good. So much fun to end such an incredible evening. And after the show, all the staff and the crew come down and invite you onto the stage and the dance floor, well, to see the night out with a little bit of retro boogieing. Did Mr. TravelON get up? Of course he didn't. You know me, I don't dance. However, I did manage to show you just how much fun everybody was having at the end of this show. Well, what can I say? That was the best show I have ever seen in the Canary Islands. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't expect much. Sometimes shows in the Canary Islands can be a little bit lame. This was like something from another level. This was the type of thing you would see in Las Vegas, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. It was fantastic. The food was fantastic. The entertainment was second to none. You could not get better. Honestly, faultless. Definitely, if you want a fantastic evening out. It's not the cheapest evening out. In fact, it's a pretty penny. But, well, you see why. The time and effort that's gone in to putting that together is just phenomenal. One of the best things I have ever seen. I'll let you know what these lot think, and then I am going to bed. It's a late night for me. Right, we're off up the bright stairs. Mrs. TravelON, what did you think of that?
Probably the best show I've ever seen.
Really? In your life?
Probably one of the best shows. It was incredible.
Jack?
I thought it was really good.
Just really good?
Yeah, good performance by everyone.
Man of many words. And Alfie, I was surprised you sat all the way through it. Did you enjoy it though?
Yeah.
Seriously, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit?
The second part.
Act 2.
All of
Naughty
the singers,
boy.
the dancers were just 10 out of 10.
Oh, there you go. There you go. 10 out of 10 all round. Sala Scala, Orígens, Gran Canaria. If you've got the budget for it, do it. If you go VIP, do it. It's worth it, honestly. The view we had was fantastic. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. We certainly did. See you later.